use a powerful food processor or a cooking system like the Ninja, it's really easy to break down. So what you're gonna do is take a bunch of kale. I already have it in here, but you want to destem it. Notice that I removed the ribs from all the kale. That's the hard, tough stuff. So make sure you get rid of that and you just rip your kale leaves right there. Next, I'm going to add basil because pesto needs basil. So we're gonna add that in there. And I'm gonna just break it down with about, how much do we have in here? Yeah, just under 1.5 cups of extra virgin olive oil. The extra virgin is really important in here because it tastes very fresh and it's just great for dressings. And this is gonna coat your panini beautifully. We're gonna put this over ciabatta or focaccia bread. Next, I'm using walnuts. Now, all you pesto purists, I get it. You want pine nuts, right? But why I choose walnuts, it gives it a little bit more of an earthy flavor. Also, this time of year, we're doing so much baking that we probably have walnuts for cookies and maybe some of our side dishes for Thanksgiving on hand. So instead of going buying extra pine nuts, which can be expensive, just use some of the walnuts that you may have. So pour that in. I'm a garlic girl, so we got a clove of garlic. And then what I want you to do is take some Parmesan, and this is about 1/4 cup. So we're gonna throw this all in our Ninja. And which is really nice is the capacity of this. I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna put the handle down, come down here, turn it on. We're gonna learn more about this machine in just a minute, but since I'm doing a pesto, which is kind of like a spread, I'm gonna hit puree. And it's gonna do the thinking for me. So we're gonna make the pesto. This is gonna count itself down. And then we're gonna put that aside and we'll build the panini, the turkey panini, a little bit later. You're gonna see it in just a bit. But first, I just wanna introduce you, look at that thing go. That's some power, I love it. To Kenzie Swanhart, she is our Ninja specialist. She's a cookbook author, a home cook, and it's so nice to have you, Kenzie.
Thank you.
All right, so first things first, what do you like to do with your Thanksgiving leftovers?
So I love using the cranberry sauce. That we always have too much cranberry sauce at my house. We love the canned cranberry sauce, not the homemade, but we always all bring it, so we have a ton left over. So I actually like to put it in a smoothie the next day.
Oh.
So I'm gonna show you that recipe in a little bit.
Okay, actually I think this is good.
That looks great.
That looks awesome and fresh. Why don't you come meet me over here? I'm gonna bring my card with me. And then I'll open it up just to show everybody what pesto looks like. It's gonna smell amazing. And there you have it. You can take a look inside and see. So we're gonna set that aside. Again, we're gonna use it to build the sandwich later, but look at the consistency, the beautiful texture that the Ninja just provided. Now this is the Intelli-Sense kitchen system. So really this is a 4-in-1. It's an ice crusher, it's a food processor, it's a spiralizer, as well as a blender. We have it for you at a really great value, like we do here at QVC2. Normally, this would be $263 at retail. We are $44 less and on our best easy pay. So you can really break that down with a credit card order to just $36.66. I was taken back. I use a Ninja IQ at home all the time for smoothies, for drinks, and again, as a food processor. But mine can't spiralize.
So this is a new addition to the Intelli-Sense kitchen system, and we're so excited about it because it turns vegetables and fruits into noodles in seconds. So this is just a zucchini that we've prepped. Just cut off the ends, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit power just like you did, and the waterfall illuminates all of our options. We make it easy for the spiralizer. There's only one option, that's go.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and hit go. And just with a few fingers, I'm gonna guide the zucchini straight down. And have you used the spiralizer? I've seen you do it on Instagram. How do you normally, what spiralizer, you usually use like a manual, right?
I have the hand one where you twist it. Yeah.
So this is automatic, so there's no effort needed, just those 2 fingers. And look at these gorgeous long noodles that we've created.
Oh my gosh, and they're not wet. Where'd the seeds go? Like I find my manual, it
makes
just
a
jams
mess.
up too. Yeah, it really does.
So the great thing is all you have left over is that one little noodle coming out and the disc there. You can pop that in the freezer, feed it to the dog, and all you have left is these beautiful noodles. Everything goes right into that collecting bowl. And if you're cooking on the stove, take the collecting bowl straight to the pan and saute it, or you can pop it into a bowl and microwave them. This actually comes with 2 different blades, so you're able to do the fettuccine noodle like I just made, or a spaghetti blade for spaghetti.
Awesome.
So there's an example of fettuccine with sweet potato and spaghetti with the zucchini.
So a little bit thicker and a little bit thinner. You could put pesto on easy, either of those, the pesto I just made, and have a really easy quick night dinner. I want to quick show you everything that you're going to get with the Intelli system, because we really give you the 72-ounce crushing pitcher, the 24-ounce single-serve blender cup, which is awesome, the 64-ounce processor bowl, that's what I made the pesto in. You just saw the Auto-Spiralizer, and to help get you started, how about 35 recipes?
Yeah.
That's really nice. Okay, so you said you like to make cranberry, you use your cranberry for a drink. Okay.
So I use it in smoothies. You could actually, if you wanted to, use it in something like this. I'm making a frozen sangria. So what I'm doing is using frozen berries from my freezer, because I always have them in the freezer for smoothies, some ice, and a red wine blend.
Oh, a bit from their big deal. Did you pick the Syrah or the Pinot?
You know, I did not pick. You could pick whatever you wanted, though. What's your favorite?
I'm a Pinot gal.
I would go for that as well. Any kind of red blend will work great in here. And like I said, it's just a few frozen berries. You could also in the summertime use a rosé and use peaches or something like that. So any kind of frozen berries, frozen fruit, and some wine, of course.
Okay, so now this is what I love, because it has these presets. How many are there?
So there is 8 presets.
Okay.
So 12 presets, I'm sorry. So you have for each vessel 4 presets, and the waterfall will automatically illuminate with a new menu for every vessel that you put on. So with the pitcher, you have smoothie, frozen drink, ice cream, and snow cone. So, you know, in the summertime for your kids, you could whip up a little snow cone treat. But we're gonna make something for mom, and that is that is a frozen sangria. Just like with the pesto, there's Auto IQ built in, so it's gonna pulse and pause and break down all of those ingredients. Those frozen berries, that ice. We're known for our total crushing blades, like you mentioned, and it's breaking everything down into like a resort-style consistency.
Yeah, it's really beautiful results. It's powerful, and now with the Intelli system, it really sets you up for success. It's almost goof-proof, no matter what you want to make.
Everything's built in, takes all of the guesswork out, so you'll get the perfect consistency every time.
And now you're getting a spiralizer along with your blender, along with your food processor and your ice crusher. There's a lot of different brands out there, some very expensive where it's a car payment to get a blender home. They don't have a spiralizer attachment, that's for sure, or the versatility or the intelligence that all this one has with all 12 presets.
And go ahead and give that a try.
Okay, I
hope you like it.
You
might want to use a spoon.
I am, because look at this. First of all, it looks almost velvety. Hard to believe that this is ice.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh.
It's got a little fall vibe. We put a little cinnamon in there.
You can taste the red wine, you can taste the berry, slightly sweet, but it's so smooth. And you know what? I'm gonna double dip, because it's my kitchen. You came into my kitchen, hold on. There's no chunks. There's not that one bit of ice that you gotta crunch on.
Everything's broken
Absolutely
down,
love
and that's really the beauty of the Intelli-Sense.
All right, let me just quick show you, and we'll move on to another recipe, everything that you're getting, because this is a fantastic value, because at retail, this would be $263. We are $44 less, and on our best easy pay that we can do. So if you look up front, this is what you're getting. You're getting the blender, which is a 24-ounce single-serve blender cup. You're going to get the 72-ounce crushing pitcher, the 64-ounce processor bowl, so you can cook for a crowd or cook for just yourself, the Auto-Spiralizer, and again, 35 recipes. It's 1,200 watts of power, 12 smart programs. It is standing about 18 inches high with the ice crusher component on it, and really doesn't take up a lot of counter space, about 7.5 inches wide. Okay, moving right along.
Moving right along. So this recipe's not in the cookbook. This is one of yours for a cranberry dressing. So I like to turn my cranberries into a smoothie, but you're going to turn it into a dressing, I think.
Okay, and I'm going to use this attachment?
Exactly.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is with your leftover cranberry sauce, I want you to add that in. Pretend that's canned cranberry. I don't care what it is, right? How about a little bit of the balsamic vinaigrette? Okay. Some red onion, chopped up nicely, but quite frankly, with a Ninja, those could be way bigger pieces. I love it. A little bit of sugar to cut the bite of the balsamic vinegar. I have the Dijon mustard, which I took the spoon. You know what? This is a working kitchen. I've got my spurtle. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. Dijon mustard. And then the olive oil.
Oh, right.
Yep, a little bit of olive
I'm
oil.
too ahead as your sous chef.
That's okay. And again, I love extra virgin olive oil for dressings, but you can just use a light vegetable oil if you want. Okay, so we're gonna put the lid. The power is gonna be in the lid on your, I almost call this the to-go cup. The smoothie cup is really what it is.
But it is the perfect size for to-go, so you could also use this for your smoothies. And when you put this on, you're automatically gonna open up, again, a whole new menu of options. And dressing is actually one of the programs that we've built into the machine, so you don't have to worry about going from low to medium to high like you normally would on a blender. You can just push the button and it does all the thinking.
You call the program dressing?
Yes.
How amazing is that? Okay, let's see it in action. Remember, this is going to be the dressing that we're going to make or use in the fall harvest salad that we're making.
That sounds
Tell
so
me,
good.
are these parts dishwasher safe?
Yes, so every piece is dishwasher safe except for the blade, of course. So the blade you're gonna, the base. The base you're gonna wash, you're not gonna need to wash. Everything else from the spiralizer, the food processor, the single serve cup, and the pitcher, all of the blades and all of the lids can go straight into the dishwasher.
Fantastic. And what you do after you whip up the dressing, you can put it in one of those lock and lock pieces from our first set.
Exactly.
Throw it in the refrigerator, make it a couple days ahead, so after all the cooking on Thanksgiving Day, it's already made for your leftovers the next couple of days.
Perfect. And it's automatically going to be counting down for you, and there you go. Look at how thick this is going to come out. I mean, it's your recipe, but what I love is that any recipe that you're using, those built-in programs are going to work perfectly. Look at how thick that got. Exactly what you're looking for in a nice cranberry dressing.
Yeah, I'm a thick dressing kind of girl. I like it to stick to my food, especially in this recipe coming up. You'll have sweet potatoes and pears in there, so you don't want anything too runny. So that's really wonderful. I know you can also make your own homemade cauliflower rice with the food processor bowl. But remember, this is almost like having 4 different appliances in one, and it's the name Ninja. It's a brand you know and trust that's everywhere in the market. We're giving you everything you need. You can go ahead and start it. It's so easy. Because what setting though?
That's just chop. So whether you're doing cauliflower rice, onions on Thanksgiving, garlic, it's going to do all of that work for you pre-programmed.
And it's fresh and less expensive than buying the pre-chopped at the grocery
Exactly.
store. $263 at retail. We are $44 less. Order with a credit card, you have Easy Pay. It costs you nothing extra. And you know what? You say, let me get that home for $36 and change. A great gift for somebody who loves to cook because you can do so much with just your Ninja Intelli system. Okay, Kenzie, will you stick around?
Of course.
Later on, we're going to be pouring some wine.
Oh, I will.
And I think you deserve to have some
stick
wine.
around. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Speaking of that wine,